Hello and welcome to today's video. This is going to be a very exciting video because I just picked up my dream truck, a 2005 Toyota Tundra that needs a lot of love and has a lot of problems. And we, over the next few weeks, are going to build it out completely alone and completely transform this thing. I'm going to wrap the entire thing, do a complete suspension overhaul, bunch of maintenance, wheels and tires, and a whole lot of other upgrades to transform this 21-year-old truck into my dream build truck that we can take all over the country. And because there is so much work that I'm going to do on this, I'll be splitting this up into two different videos. In today's video, we'll go over some of the maintenance items. We're gonna do body work and wrap the entire truck ourselves. And then I have some other parts coming in that you'll see throughout the video that we'll also be installing. I'm changing out all the spark plugs because we have that check engine light on for cylinder 2 misfire. I'm like halfway done. I've never changed spark plugs before in my life. I'm also changing out the air filter and doing an oil change. Not sure how much of it I'll film. I'm trying to film a YouTube short for it. So yeah, that's what we're doing though. That's the first things we're doing to the truck to get it running better and hopefully clear that check engine light. Today we're gonna do some maintenance on it. I'll start by changing the spark plugs. I've never done this before. Well, one of my spark plugs is somehow stripped. And look at the little homemade tool I'd made to pull that out. Before and after. Ew. Now we'll change the oil because I have no idea how old it is. So now, oh! Snap the bolt. Yes! Last but not least, I'm going to change out my air filter. Here's my old one, and here's my new one. Oh yeah, much better. All right, everybody, and we fixed our misfire. Easy as that. Just need a new spark plug and an ignition coil, and the car is driving so much better.
Oh,
Did that do anything?
yeah, it popped it out.
Really?
Well, like, kinda.
We're trying to pop my dents out. We got them a little. We're actually getting them. Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, it has the worst suction ever. I've never done this. Dog, like what? Don't even stay on.
We have a bit of adhesive here that is stuck on the car, as you can see. We already started pulling it off, but I suggested we should put this in the video. So what we did is we put some alcohol spray on it and it melts the adhesive, and then watch how easy it is to pull off.
Alright guys, I went and got a new tool from Harbor Freight. $3. Does that do anything?
I think you got it, guys.
Why doesn't it stay on every time? Whatever. Okay, we now have our first coat of Bondo down. It needs to be sanded and refilled a few times, but I'm loving the progress so far. The dents, we were able to pull most of them out. I didn't even use the dent kit, but I literally used a wooden bat. So, I'm getting there. I'm not trying to make it look perfect. I know it's not going to look perfect. The light fitment is not perfect, but it's gonna look way better than it did before. It's still gonna look like there was an accident in the rear, which is fine. It's an old truck. I don't want it to be perfect. And I'm gonna cause a lot of damage to this thing myself over time. But yeah, before we wrap it, I just want to get everything as good as we can. Some story behind why I'm wrapping the car. Ever since I was a kid, I have dreamed of having some off-road vehicle in this specific color. And it's called Spruce Mica Green. If you're familiar with it, it's a Toyota color. They made it on the Tacomas. I just think it's the most beautiful color I have ever seen on a truck. But yeah, I knew that I wanted to make the dream truck build my favorite color ever. And so there was two options for that. It's either A, I try to paint the entire truck on my own, which I've tried before on a car, actually twice. and I can't get professional results or even close to. Like, they're fine. I have wrapped a car before once, a few years ago, and it turned out pretty good. It's a lot of work still, but the finish you can get is way more professional looking than a paint job I could do on my own. So I reached out to this company, Aluco Vinyl Wraps, and they were willing to work with me. Get their wrap featured on the truck, and I'm excited to show it off. Let's see how the color looks. And the result is, oh my gosh, look at that color. That is beautiful. Yeah, this is gonna look awesome. That should look pretty green under the sunlight and pretty dark in the shadows, which will just completely transform this thing. I will do my best to make this wrapping part of the video as interesting as possible to watch. This is not going to look perfect, but I'm going to do my darnest. Insert awesome videos of me wrapping. Boom! Okay, update. So I finished last night filming. What am I doing, bro? Wrap update. I haven't been talking much. I've been trying to just get it done because it is a lot more work than I realized. But we're getting there. I finished the roof last night. That was honestly pretty hard because the stupid mirror. Let me just show you it. The glass made it very difficult to work with, but as you can tell, it's all done. It turned out pretty well. I learned from the first one that if you don't use enough soap and water when you're squeegeeing or whatever, laying it down, you can scratch it. I finished the hood, just barely. I knew with the hood it wasn't going to turn out looking perfect. I know that honestly this entire wrap's not going to look perfect because it's such an old car and the paint is not perfect. I had to sand some parts, but it looks a hell of a lot better than it did before, I think. So there's like obviously some small imperfections you can see through. I think it's turning out pretty good, and I'm really excited to finish all the rest of the panels where the paint is in much better shape. It took me like 2 hours to do the top, hour and a half to do the hood. But so far, I'm a big fan of this wrap. Like I said, I have wrapped a car before in the past, and in the past I just used like the cheapest wrap I could find off Amazon. It was pretty tricky to work with. This wrap from Aluco, or however you say it, has been much better quality. It stretches and heats up really nicely and forms. It doesn't want to wrinkle, so really happy with this wrap. And if you guys are interested in checking out the wrap, I will leave a link down in the description where you can check it out. It's very affordable. I think this was like $600 for all of the wrap, and I got 75 feet. Watch how satisfying this is. Goodbye, mirror. My back is starting to hurt. Anyways, my respect for people who wrap for their career has gone up significantly. Forgot how hard this is. But as you can tell, we now have 4 panels done. Hood, roof, whatever that thing's called, and the driver door. I'm now going to do this door, driver rear door. Hopefully it turns out alright. I'm trying to wrap it without taking off this side piece on. See if I can kind of just go over it and maybe cut it into a few different pieces. I'm feeling slightly overwhelmed right now by the amount of work that I'm going to be doing on this thing, but I'm also excited. So just taking it one step at a time, focus on getting this wrap done. why I'm not painting my car or like taking it to a paint shop or wrap shop, it's because I can't afford it. I don't have the money for that. And I kind of want to prove to myself a point, and maybe to all of you, that you can work on your own cars, or at least learn, and at least try. You know, I just wanted to try. Life is too short to not try things. And after building out my 4Runner all by myself and not taking it to a shop for literally anything besides an alignment, I'm so much more proud of that thing, and it means way more to me. So I have a feeling the same thing will happen with this Tundra. I'm tapped for the night. I'm done. What's keeping me so motivated right now is just like the picture I have in mind of what this thing is gonna look like when it's done and where I'm gonna take it, what it's gonna do for me, so I'm excited. But anyway, see you guys in the morning to keep wrapping. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So much better. I'm not gonna put them on yet because I might as well keep this off to wrap this side. But goodbye, old headlights. I just went with some OEM style ones. Like 70 bucks on freaking Amazon for 2. How nuts is that? Gotta love an old Toyota. I just finished the passenger door, pretty much. Look at this thing, it's becoming green. That's for sure. Partner who supports their prices. Get out of their way, bruh. Bottomless lake. Alright, here's an update. The truck is almost done being wrapped. We have the entire hood done. This whole side, besides the mirror and the handlebars, and the handles, gotta figure out what I'm doing. The rear quarter panel done. Just need to do this. And then this whole side is done as well, pretty much. And look at this, guys. The amount of packages that have come in for this thing is kind of ridiculous. There is like, I can't even count, like 15 right there, and then another few over there. I have mixed feelings about wrapping a car. As in the actual procedure. Holy shit, is it a lot of work. Way more than I anticipated. Here's the 4Runner, looks so. And right here, this is where the body damage is really bad. So I did my best I could with just like Bodywork, and I'm actually pretty happy with how it turned out. I know it doesn't look super good, but it's way better than before. And I was able to at least smooth it all out, but it still isn't perfect. That's okay. That's the part of owning a 21-year-old car. I don't want it to be perfect. I don't know if this angle does justice. It's really so much better than before. It's obviously still pretty off in some places, but so much better than before. But yeah, we have all the tires in, just waiting on the wheels and a bumper. And we have all the parts we need. We're gonna take a break from the exterior of the car and move on to a very exciting upgrade for the inside. An aftermarket head unit. Boy, oh boy. Is this a treat. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the old interior of these trucks and old cars. It's awesome, except for that thing. Not having Bluetooth sucks. It's very nice to be able to have a screen up here showing off your directions and your music and whatever, Onyx, whatever you're using. So I knew this was going to be an essential for the truck. And yeah, let's get it installed and see how it works. Hi, it's Jens from the future. I won't be able to actually finish installing this head unit because I'm missing like an adapter, this thing you need to actually mount it. So we'll show this thing off in another video when I actually get it installed. I already said it or not, but I decided I'm just going to paint this rear bumper for now because I'm going to get an off-road one eventually. And if I were to just wrap over this, it would look like shit. So I'm going to paint it with what I'm going to paint the front bumper with eventually. So I used on my 4Runner's bumper, and it works great. And it protects it and will look a lot cleaner than this, hopefully. Bro, this stuff is the GOAT paints. Look at that. It looks so much better. It's so easy to use. I think I'm done wrapping the car, guys. 99% done. There's small little things I need to go up and touch up and a little piece of trim and whatnot, but I tried to wrap them, the first one, and it looks fine, but it's not that nice, and you can feel the wrap. I just don't know how I could get much better of a job, honestly, and it just takes literally way too long. So I'm super happy with just plasti dipping some black, and that'll match a lot of the trim, a lot of the rest of the truck. But we are so close to this being done. And then today, we are going to start installing some other fun parts on this, so I'm very excited on that. Believe it or not, TRC Customs was the first company to ever really support my channel by sending me my first product, I guess you could say, to put on a vehicle. Like, it was the first sponsor in a sense I've ever gotten. I reached out to him way back when I first started this YouTube channel. His name's Andrew. When I was just starting, and I only had like maybe 1,000 subscribers, if that. I don't even know if I had that many. And he just believed in me, dude. I had reached out to quite a few companies like, hey, I have a lot of big dreams for the channel. Wasn't working, and of course everyone turned me down. But he was like, dude, yeah, I'll do it. Let's do it. I'd love for you to show off the thing and send you this. So he gave me a lot of hope with my YouTube channel, honestly, in starting this. So thank you, Andrew, and thank you for continuing to support my channel and this build. I'm really excited to get this on here. For reference, this is what I'm talking about. This grill right here, which I feel like is like, you know, it's right front and center of the 4Runner build. Millions of people have seen this at this point, and I get a lot of questions about it, and it's from TRC Customs. Look at that thing. That's awesome. I'm going to keep this in the Tundra to clean it. I will not ruin this one.
Oh yeah, look how nice that looks. Go right there. Well, I don't have a screwdriver. Alright, here's my screwdriver. Boom.
Super awesome transformation of the front grille in 3, 2, boom. Super chill little bug deflector. Bro, FedEx just showed up. Look what already came. I just got the order in just a few days ago. Wheels, baby. The wheels have arrived. I'm so stoked on these.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, you kidding me?
Oh my gosh. I'm smiling so much right now. Those look so good. Oh, look at these, dude. And they're so lightweight. They're only like 21 pounds each. Paired with those, with the green. I hope you're starting to see the combo we're going for here. Oh my gosh, those are so sick. I feel like we've already completely changed. I don't feel like we have. We've completely changed the look of this 21-year-old truck already with just a few mods. And we are just getting started, scratching the surface with what we're gonna do to this thing. That's gonna be all the modifications we're doing for this build video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. It involved a lot of work. I owe a massive shout out to the companies that are helping me create this build and be a part of it. Of course, Aluco vinyl, the vinyl wrap that we used to wrap this entire car. I am super happy with the quality and how it turned out. Look at that, it looks like paint. It was very easy to work with and the finish just turned out great. I'm so excited. I'm so stoked on the color. If you're interested in getting the same color and you want to wrap your own car, good luck, and I'll put it down in the description. And I still need to paint and get all of these back on. We're doing black, but wow, the truck is already looking freaking awesome. I'm so stoked with it. The vision is coming alive. If you're interested in any of the parts that we used in today's video, again, I will link them down in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.